Hello everybody, this is Cordova Guy, and today I'm going to do a video on this. My newest acquisition. It's not a Cordova. It's an AMC Pacer, 1976. I just recently got this. Now I didn't show washing it, it was very dirty. And I'm going to paint it back to red color. It does have a dinger right here. But really, this body is very, very good. No rust in the bottoms. It has all the wheels. Now, they're going to have to be taken off and painted. But, I mean, the body is just, I love it. It has some surface rust. But even that's not much. The only spot that's going to give me a little trouble is right here. I'm going to have to cut a patch and put it right here, butt weld it in. I don't know how that happened. But the only other rough spot is right here where I guess the door molding was taken off. And it pulled paint, and somebody halfway tried to prime it, so it needs sanded down. But even that isn't rusted through. This car's body is amazing. Now, the people I got it from did put new floor pans in on both sides, and I have a lot of assembling to do. This dash is completely loose. And there's another one in the back because this one, I don't know if you can see it, it's peeling up. So this one can be painted and put in place of it. I got an extra headliner. What kills me though is the seats are just awesome. They're not torn, which is incredible. The back seat's not torn, it's down at the minute. And it came with assorted goodies, extras, 3 more wheels, a hubcap, spare fuel gauge. I have a spare radiator for it. All this extra interior trim to replace some of the ones that aren't so good. Yeah, even this. The windshield wipers are back here too. All this was replaced. Now I have to, like I said, I have to reassemble everything, put screws back in it. But yeah, I don't understand this, if this was factory or not. If it was a decal that was back here, it kind of looks reflective. But I'm going to remove that. I would love to find that stainless to go back here, but if I can't, whatever. Another idea I've been kicking around with this is to drill the shock absorbers and move the bumper in and get rid of that gap. I do not like that. The front one is just as bad. I don't like that gap. I would love to tighten that up and see how it looks. But that remains to be seen. And I guess I'll video and take you along the journey of getting this redone. I've already picked out the paint color for this. I'm going to do it Viper Red. And it's not a Pacer X, but I think I might put Pacer X decals on it. I don't know. My son-in-law thought it would be funny to put a Starsky and Hutch decal on here. And funny enough, I looked back, and some of the Pacers actually did have a decal that went down and up like that. And that would be awesome to find. But the interior, all this that is not black will be black. And so will the top. The seats will remain white. But the rest of it I'm going to change to black. None of this dash is connected. Speedometer is disconnected to everything, like I said, so this thing can be just lifted out, and I guess it was all taken loose to to get that out. I don't know. I have a spare bezel around one of the headlights. There's a spare steering column piece and shifter. It is a 3-speed manual on the column, which I think is funny. And I believe I'll probably move it to the floor. I don't mind a column shift in a truck, but not in a car. I would much rather it be on the floor. It runs, it does drive. The brakes are a little squishy, so I'll probably bleed those out and see how that is. I'm going to have to get new tires. I don't know how old these are. I don't see any cracking, but it could be in the middle of the treads for all I know. I would like dual mirrors. I don't like having a single. But I think it's pretty straight. But I'll show you the engine in just a second. Now here's the engine. It doesn't look to be like it's been molested. I am very familiar with these engines. I had a Concorde, same engine, but this one's going to be challenging because of the way it's been shoehorned in here. I heard it's not the thing for putting a valve cover gasket on. I do like the forward opening hood. I think that's pretty cool. The windshield wipers are in the back, in the hatch, to be put on. Now, well, let me start it up for you. Now, I have noticed to start it up and turn it off, and be able to lock the key where it goes, it needs to be in reverse. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's the way it is. It runs quite well. Now, as far as tune-up, I haven't looked at anything. You're seeing it with me. I've only started it and backed it down in here, and the day they brought it to me on a trailer, they started up and drove it over into the driveway, so it seems to do pretty good. Now, I need to look into the clutch, though. It releases late, and I don't know if it has an adjustment. So I have to look into that. Now here's something I thought was really cool. It has these trim rings, and there were two of them missing. There was one on this wheel back here. This one was in here too, but it's kind of mangled. But there was one still in the plastic. I was like, wow, that is so cool. Still in the plastic. I guess that's the parts number and stuff. And so, yeah, I took it out and put it on this wheel right here. And then the one off of that rim, I believe, is the one I stuck over here on this wheel. So now it has all its trim rings. Now these wheels, I'm going to have to take and clean up. I'm going to re-silver them and then re-black so that they look a whole lot nicer. Polish up that center cap. But for such an odd car, it's grown on me, the look. Now, another thing I need to round up is this upper bezel on this side. I do not have this, and it's broken right here. Other than that, they need re-blacked. This side's good, and I have a spare of this inside. So, yeah. The bumpers, it's not too bad. I'm going to quad zero these right here and take off what's little bits there. The back one is in much better condition. Much better. Like that. And I can't believe these shocks are still working on the hatch. This car is definitely a good candidate for tinted windows. I think it will need that to keep you cool inside. Now it does have air conditioning. I have yet to check that as well, and I will. My wife asked me if I'm putting the molding back on the side. I said no. I don't want the molding back. I want the nice clean look. Kind of looking forward to painting it. Now, it does have the rear carpet in it, but the front is missing, and I guess that's because they did the floorboards. So, yeah, I'm going to order a carpet kit as well. And I saw on eBay somebody has a clock, and I'd like to get the clock. I'm going to get one of those retro Bluetooth radios to go in here. So it'll look like an old radio, but, you know, unless I could find an AMC, you know, one to fit back in there, and then I'll use the lighter to do a Bluetooth thing through that. But yeah, this is it. So the more I do, I'm gonna show you. And thanks for watching.